Hello guys, myself Sai Banu Prakash. Today I'm going to discuss about my project analysis on taxi trip duration and school location. So I'm going to start with the introduction. The main aim of the project is to understand the relationship between taxi trips and location of schools in New York City. Below are the data sets I used for this project. It's New York City taxi trip duration dataset and New York City Open Data School District, which contains location of schools. These are the technologies we used in the project. We used Python, the Python programming language. We use it to perform various data interpretation and analysis procedures. And also we used NumPy. NumPy was utilized for faster calculations. And also Pandas. Pandas library was utilized to read, represent, merge and create data sets. And we also used Matplotlib was used for plotting graphs and visual representation of data. Here is the preliminary analysis. The research question is, does the presence of school at a location affect the time it takes to travel for taxis? The approach, here we used the following features: pickup latitude and pickup longitude, along with drop-off latitude and drop-off longitude from the taxi dataset, and the latitude and longitude of schools from the school dataset in order to understand their relations. Here we performed clustering based on analysis to find out the highest densities of pickup, drop-off and school locations, finding optimal k. To find the optimal k for the clustering, we used the elbow method. The inertia curve gave a sharp curve at k equals to 6. Here we used k equal to 10 to perform k-means clustering on the pickup, drop-off and school locations. Below are the results. Results and limitation. Here we obtain 10 clusters. One cluster lies very far from the other 9 clusters, which are closer to each other. The latitude and longitude locations of the taxi differ much from the other school locations. One way to represent this result shall be that the taxi travels are much less in areas with school in them. The taxi trip pickup and drop-off locations in the taxi trip duration datasets differ from the school location dataset. The primary factor behind unsatisfactory results comes from the initial assumption that the both datasets, being from the same location, New York City, shall provide with similar latitudes and longitudes. And the conclusion is, we used the New York taxi trip duration dataset and New York school location dataset to try and understand the relationship between the taxi trip durations and the school locations. In our preliminary analysis, we tried to find the taxi trips in the areas where schools are located. By using the clustering method on the taxi pickup and drop-off locations and the school locations, the results obtained gave us 10 clusters where the pickup and drop-off locations were far off from the school locations. The prime interpretation of this result is that taxi trips are low in areas with schools in them. The limitations of the analysis comes from the initial assumption that both datasets shall provide similar latitudes and longitudes, which did not turn out to be true. Below are the references provided for the datasets taken for the project. Thank you.